Greetings. What up, Internet Void? So I'm back for day 4 of the poetry challenge, and today's prompt was to reflect on something that we want to see change in the world. And so, upon first hearing this, I wanted to talk about something I'm super passionate about, which is climate justice, as we should all be because we all live on this planet. Just saying, but I'm definitely going to do a piece about that later. But today, so instead, I went to a training, and I was just like, the things that I was just doing today and seeing today just kind of steered me in this direction. And so I waited till a little bit later because I was waiting for something to drop into my head so I could know what to write and stuff. And so I ended up writing a piece called War is Over If You Want It. It was inspired by John Lennon and Yoko Ono's little campaign they did. Not little, but campaign they did. And they put like war is over, and they put like if you want it in really small letters, and they put it all over Manhattan and I don't know where else, but in big billboards. And it was a really really powerful thing they did, and it inspired a lot of backlash, of course, as things like that usually do. But so I started thinking about that, and so what I was thinking about is how we treat each other and how we act in the society in general and how we act with each other. And so that's what this piece is inspired by, is that I think we need to have more love in the world, and we need to bring more love into this world, and we need to begin with ourselves, because we are the only people who can begin to bring this into the world, because end of the day, all of our issues are caused by humans and can only be solved by humans. So enough of that. Let's get into it. Let me pull it up right here. Okay. So this is a piece called War is Over If You Want It. Who did it? Was it the Muslims, the Americans, the Chinese, the whites, the blacks? Who was it? Humans. Humans killing humans. Man, this shit is really a nuisance. Can't take a deep breath without inhaling the bullshit. For centuries, humans have grown on Earth. For centuries, to wars we have given birth. Since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men the defenses of peace must be established. I'm tired of hearing about all this havoc we reap upon ourselves, then try and blame hell. Can't you see that we create this reality? Videos of hate, of death got me holding my breath. People praising an icon of hate, not caring about their neighbor, just gossiping about her being late. Don't even get me started about roast culture. I swear we be acting like a bunch of fucking vultures. Lobsters in a bucket, pushing each other down to get on top, end up boiling in a pot. What would happen if the lobsters worked together? If they all pushed to one side instead of pushing each other down and of the bucket made a clown? What do I want to see change? The way humans treat each other and themselves every day. Kids in school getting bullied for a cheap laugh. Syria getting bombed for a payday. Our earth spit on and trashed. I want to see our society be responsible, loving, kind, gracious, responsible for the people we raise, for the shame and guilt we face, and the outcome of our days. I want to see people who can say, hey, I'm sorry, who are willing to say, how can I support you, who are willing to say, I love you, to a stranger. Because really, what's the danger? Making eye contact is a lost artifact. I want to see people who meet up to have trash cleanups. Meet up and actually talk to each other, not stare at a phone and ignore one another. I want to see the end of greed and the rise of love. I want to see the heavens descend from up above. The end of conformity, the beginning of originality. 99% of people are afraid to be themselves because they're afraid of you giving them hell. Isn't this something we should think about, talk about, The dark places others dwell because of a human-induced hell. I want more places of worship besides just churches, places of hope, of peace, non-judgmental spots where we can break bread and share every piece. I want forgiveness. I want reparations. I want bravery, courage, and safe places. Truth. Honesty and vulnerability is the air I want to breathe. To get this divine utopia, we must share the cornucopia so all may live in abundance. Remove the labels and accept each one for who they choose to be. Stop imposing identities. Give people safe places to breathe, to bleed, to cry, to heal. War is over if you want it. But we must first have the courage to be real, to feel, and to flaunt it. Thank you. So that was War is Over If You Want It, recited by a real life Christmas tree. These are actually the Halloween edition because they're orange, I guess. But yeah, that's just something to think about. What do you want to change in the world? What do you want to see change in the world? And how can you, on a daily scale, on an individual scale, start to perpetuate that change and bring that change out into the world? Thank you for watching. Remember that we create our realities and we have the power to change. Bye. Thanks for watching.